Hello Sagittarius, and welcome back to your Astroflower meeting, and you're getting another amazing reading again by the looks of things. Certainly what's at the base. If you want to know more about the Astroflower, there is loads of links in the description below where you can go in there. We do lots of stuff on Instagram as well. If you're already part of the Astro family and you've already subscribed and clicked that bell and stuff like that, welcome back. I hope you've all been all right this week. Did you manage to, things were in your hands last week. Did you sort of, put things into place? Did you take control of the situation? Let's find out. Let's see what's coming up for the week going from the 9th of May through to the 15th of May. This is your relationship side. This is your emotional sort of side, your spiritual sort of side. And this is your business side, your jobs, your finances, that sort of thing. And this is the energy that's running through you at them. And this is how the energy this is how you sort of combine those sort of two paths together. Okay, so just looking at your base petals here, this is how the universe is influencing your karmic path here. So let's just see what's going on. It certainly looks amazing, really. Let's just see. Let's go onto the relationship side here first. And let's see what's going on. Let's find out what's the universe, the actual message coming in from the universe is. You should know. That's what it's sort of saying here. You should understand. You should have that childlike approach where you've learned things in life and you now, without fear and without reticence, you can go forward and move your relationships on to another level. And you have this. You have it within you to do this. It's not a question of confidence. It's a question of courage, I think, more than anything else. And last week you had the Queen of Swords here and the Hangman here. So you should have looked things differently, and you should this week here should be easier for you to see clearly of how you should be able to put things into place within your relationships, your emotions, your energies, your mental sort of side, your spiritual sort of side of life. And the universe is sort of trying to encourage that understanding of what you've already been through in order for you to be a master of what you actually want out of life. Okay? On the business side of things, your karmic path or your karmic mission this week, and don't forget this is only weeklies. We have done a reading for the month of May. You may want to go back into that, and we will be doing sort of blood moon sort of eclipse readings next week, during the week next week. So you're going to want to subscribe if you want to see that for coming for the future. Here they're sort of saying on your business sort of front and on your job sort of front, it's more a case of you should know what you've got to do, therefore you should start applying that information within your life. And as you do apply it within your business, there seems to be a case of marrying the body, mind and spirit, which comes from the Empress sort of side of things. And by the looks of things, you're getting ready to sort of birth something within your business or within your job or within your projects, and it's converting those messages or those ideas of what you've had in the past. And you had that Tower Mirror and that World card in this position here, and you had the Four of Swords up here. So now that it seems to have gone through that, so that week of just taking a step back and allowing things to free up around you, now you should be applying this week and saying, okay, I'm now going to start doing what I've saw inside me in the regards of messages. And it's actually living those messages. That's what it's sort of saying this week. Your karmic thing is actually proving that you can actually do it yourself. and you can do it in the outside world, and actually just going ahead and doing it by the looks of things. Okay, so let's have a look at that business side, because that seems to be talking to me a little bit more than on the other side, more than anything else. So let's just see how your guides are trying to influence you at the moment and see what's coming through for you. When you start living your message, when you start living the things, the understandings that you've brought within your life from last week, it's going to show things up around you, and that's probably something to do with that tower moment that was in there, that you may realize that that it doesn't work for you, or it doesn't work within your business, or it doesn't work within your job and stuff like that. So you may get this sensation of almost disappointment. And I don't think it's disappointment necessarily with yourself, although there is an aspect of that. Sometimes we're kind of saying if I did this, if I did that. And we can't live by ifs and buts. You can learn by ifs and buts, that's sure, but you can't live by it. And this sort of side here is sort of saying, your guides are sort of saying, don't worry about the things that you're disappointed in, because they seem to, they're going to flow away. They're going to be gone. So it's like walking down the road and there's a dog barking behind a fence. And, you know, at that moment where the dog is barking, it may seem a little bit sort of like, a little bit encroaching upon you. But as you continue down your path, you won't hear that dog anymore. And it's a little bit like that sort of thing. So, 3 of Cups. So the disappointment may come in with the way of other people actually apply themselves within your jobs around you and actually enjoy your jobs around you and stuff like that. And you may realize within your jobs that, or within your business, that you're pushing things through. You know how to sort of advance and remodel, because everything seems to be remodeling at the moment within the financial sort of world. And there's some people that around you that you may be disappointed in their attitude more than anything else. That's what it seems like. Obviously, this is a general reading, and this is not precise and not specific about sort of you should buy a car now and stuff like that. Sometimes that comes to the surface, but it's not going to mean for everybody. But this is more sort of how you sort of apply those messages within the group around you. And it may mean that you need to be a bit of a therapist for the people around you within your business or within your job and stuff like that, to help motivate other people. And Sagittarius, if there's anybody who can help people motivate, Sagittarius certainly can. And it's marrying those sort of two sides and finding that good harmony between work and pleasure. So if you are disappointed with people around you or with the situations that you're actually living through in the way of business, jobs and careers and stuff like that, then it's let go of them. It's not a time to hold on to them. It's more a case of remembering those messages that were within you to carry you on going forward. What's that conversation that's happening in your subconscious with your guys that help with that conversation that is within you? Playing smart by the looks of it. Being a bit sharp and on the ball, a little bit here, more in the here and now, and being very quick-witted and stuff like that, and very quick with the gift of the gab, as it were, or being not necessarily invested in the situation, but more sort of present and excited and exuberant. So you can help and encourage other people that are around you. So it's the moon. So it's searching out those under things that that are under the surface. Like I was saying earlier on, like that you could be like the therapist for this week. And with your enthusiasm, you could be sort of uncovering things that are around you within your job, within your business, within your projects that you didn't quite see within other people. And now, because you know where you're going, or you should know where you're going, and you should have those things in your hands and following those messages that you had last week, you should be sort of like, it might be exposing other people around you who are not cutting the mustard, that are not doing the job, who are not pulling their weight, or who are, or other people who are doing really much more than you thought they might be doing. And it's those encouraging phrases or those encouraging ways of being that's going to help people around you. And if they do help people around you, it's going to help you enormously in order to get exactly what you want out of life. Just looking at what's been happening on the sun, we've been looking at that on Cymatic TV, which is linked in the description below, which is our sister channel, where we go into the vibrations of the universe, the prana energies, the energies that are coming through. You know, we get a message from the earth, and we do all the chakra sequences and stuff like that. It's gonna, I think, this interaction with the world around you is going to be very rhythmical, but a slowish rhythmical, so matter of fact sort of thing going on. It's certainly going to stimulate a lot of your mental synapses within your lower parts of your being to do with your karmic path. So you're going to feel like your karmic path should be coming through to the surface, and you might be noticing this around you. And this could be to do with that moon card, that there's a little bit hidden energies where you can start seeing clearly your karmic path of where you're going and stuff like that. Okay, so that's on your business sort of side. So in your business sort of side, be present, be there. Allow your messages, or allow your understanding of the situation, that could be within your career, within your business, within your projects. Allow that to actually integrate with the people who are around you, because it's going to help you a lot to progress in your life. Okay, let's just see what's going on the relationship side here. So we talked about I talked about mastery and going on as that child, discovering, learning about yourself in a very childlike fashion, without fear and without anxiety, knowing that you have this. This is what you've got to know this week, apparently. It's going to help you build your confidence, basically, which you might have had a bit of a knock last week, and it sort of made you sort of sit back and see what you actually had around you. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence that mastery, sort of childlike advancing of knowledge or understanding of how you work spiritually, emotionally, within the relationships around you. When you position like this, it may put you in a position where you'll realize what is good and what is not good for you. So it may be a case of sorting the chaff and the wheat this week and allowing things to just disappear. A little bit like a tower moment, but it's not a tower moment per se coming in for you. It's got a lot of spark to it, a lot of fire, a lot of passion. Queen of Cups. So it's allowing that emotion to flow out around you. And this is what I said earlier on about sort of knowing what is good for you, knowing what works for you this week. And if you know what works for you in the way of relationships, in the way of emotions, and spirituality for the people around you, you can allow that emotion to flow from you into other people and into everything around you. And if you do that, it's going to help not only you, but a lot of other people. Funny thing is last week you had the King of Cups up here. So this emotion of this steadiness in your emotions are actually coming through now, where you can actually play with it. Once you've got the ship under control, you can then start playing with the cut of your jib, with the wind in order to get the best flow out of your path, as it were. And this is a moment where, with your understanding about you and learning about how you're going forward, you can push these corners, you know, these meandering corners which the path of life has, in order to make it very exciting, very bubbly, very sort of passionate. And you can exude that passion around you and that sort of emotions that within everybody else. And it's, yeah, it seems very, very passionate, although there is no wands on this side. But you do have a lot of air coming in through there like that, and the air there. The emotional sort of water sort of side in the energies at the moment, the emotions may have generally feeling a little bit trapped, and I think they're going to be released this week. And this is what this card is all about, is releasing those energies or those emotions into relationships that are around you, so you can help to build those relationships. And it's not necessarily a case of building relationships with another person or with another group. It's in order for that group or that other person or that relationship to blossom, because you're investing your emotions into it. And that seems like a good thing to do, but knowing what you're capable of, this is really important, apparently. What's that conversation that's going through there? Opportunities. It's like your guides are looking for those opportunities to actually provide for you in the future, like a Knight of Cups in a way. There seems to be opportunities on the horizon. Well, you got the Page of Wands, so it is very passionate. You got 2 pages on this sort of this side of thing, this side of your relationships and stuff like that. So yeah, it's all about learning, you know, accelerating here, see if that works, see if that doesn't work, but knowing what is good for you. This is really important. Once you do know what's good for you, you can actually then start allowing that conversation to provoke those emotions and those passions, and playing with life and converting those emotions into activities or situations that are good, not only for you, but obviously for everybody that is around you. And your guides here seem to be a case of, look at that, look at this, look at that, you know, that seems to come through for you. Let's see how you sort of connect it all together with your everyday connection with the world around you. Very calm, very relaxed. It's almost like a King of Pentacles, very relaxed. You should feel at ease with the world around you. The Ten of Cups, absolutely perfect. So yeah, it's enjoying that. And the good thing about the Ten of Cups is happiness after difficulty, because you have that sort of, they've been across those barriers, and they've got barriers that on their path in the past, and you've gone through that, and now you can allow yourself to enjoy life after being keeping everything under wraps, or keeping under pressure. You know, you're going to allow that pressure to come out, and that's what those 2 pages seem to be sort of playing here on, yeah. And enjoying the moment, enjoying the things around you, enjoying what you can, what you've sown in the past, and start having those beautiful moments of joy with not only with your family and friends, but also with your work and stuff like that. It's the most productive I've seen you in a long time, actually, Sagittarius. Much more precise, which is good for you, because before there's been so many possibilities. It's been beautiful, it's been magical, but sometimes there's a bit too much in the way of possibilities. Okay, let's just see what the energy that is running through you at the moment, and let's just see what's going on with that. Be careful of carrying, don't forget to concentrate on your path. Be careful of carrying too much. And I think this ties into the Eight of Pentacles, which is down here on your karmic path, and also these two wands here. It's allowing you to be passionate about life, but not taking on responsibility by the looks of things. So it could well be like the Ten of Wands or something like that. Okay, so it's nurturing. It is that sort of thing. Just nurture the things that are actually producing that happiness, which is above there. And I think it comes more on the relationship side here. So it seems like this week here, you're going to have some opening up on the relationship front in regards to sort of family, friends, community, and also lovers. And as long as you allow your emotions to flow freely and unhindered, knowing what is good for you. This seems to be really important. If you know what's good for you, you can provide a happy environment in your everyday life. Okay? I like this reading, Sagittarius, because it seems like you're now sort of taking control and taking charge of what's going on, which is really nice to see. Okay? If you're already part of the Astroflower family, welcome back to this Astroflower family meeting, Sagittarius. If you're not part of the Astroflower family, it's not complicated. You just need to subscribe and click that bell, and you'll get notifications. As I said, we're going to be doing the moon eclipse, the full moon eclipse, full lunar eclipse next week, which is also to do with the blood moon as well. So that's going to be quite interesting. It'd be lovely to see as well out in the sky. So, I'll be seeing you during the midweek next week for that. But then obviously you'll have your weeklies out the following weekend. And don't forget, if you want to see what's happening with the vibration, with the chakras and everything like that, we have that on Cymatic TV, which comes out on Sunday. I will speak to you soon. In the meantime, Sagittarius, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.